Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's top stories of the week. After a duration of more than 2 decades, the urban local body's election is all set to take place on June 26th in Nagaland. Addressing a press conference after the State Election Commission held a meeting with the nodal officers for the elections, Nagaland State Election Commissioner and retired DGP T. John Longkama IPS informed that 523 candidates out of 670 who filed their nominations are contesting for the ULB elections 2024, set to be held on June 26th. So far, 64 candidates have been issued certificates after being elected unopposed, while 79 have withdrawn nominations and 4 have been rejected. After a wait of 20 years since the last ULB elections in 2004, Longkumar said now all issues, both traditional, customary and political, have been resolved amicably among all stakeholders. And that is the reason the whole country, including the judiciary, is also looking at this election very closely. He appealed for calm, free and fair election and urged all to abstain from all forms of violence. The polling on June 26th will begin at 7:30 a.m. and conclude at 4 p.m. He informed that the closure at 4 p.m. may be extended on the condition that there is a queue and voters are within the premises of the polling station. As per the SCC, 64 candidates have been elected unopposed, including 45 NDPP, 5 NCP, 7 BJP, 2 NPF, 3 INC and 2 independent candidates. 79 nominations were subsequently withdrawn. Longkuma informed that there are a total of 2,76,229 voters, including 1,36,062 males and 1,42,167 females. Lima Sanab Jamir, IPS IGP Range and State Security Officer informed that a 3-tier security system has been formed. Jamir informed that as of now, the security dynamics solely focuses on the western sectors with 8 districts. Out of 278 wards and 530 polling stations, a security categorization has been made, demarcating them into 90 normal, 209 sensitive and 229 hypersensitive polling stations. Based on the classification, armed police component as well as civil guides will be provided on polling day, the security officer said. In some tragic incident that occurred this week, 8 people were killed and 25 passengers were injured after the KENJANG express travelling to Kolkata from Assam Silchar collided with a goods train in Darjeeling district of West Bengal. The goods train rammed the passenger express from behind near the Rangapani station, close to New Jalpaiguri. The impact of the collision derailed 2 coaches of the passenger train. The train was coming from Agartala and was heading to Sialdah station in Kolkata when the accident occurred around 8:30 a.m. The collision took place nearly 11 kilometers from New Jalpaiguri station in North Bengal, one of the largest and busiest stations in the Northeast Frontier Railway Zone in eastern and northeastern India. Sources said at least 2 bogies of the KENJANG express were derailed after the collision. Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav on Monday evening reached the KENJANG express train accident site in Darjeeling district and said that right now the focus is on restoration. This is the main line. The rescue operation has been completed and added that this is not the time for politics. He further informed that he will also meet the injured persons. The families of the deceased will be provided rupees 10 lakh each, while a sum of rupees 2.5 lakh and rupees 50,000 will be provided to those who sustain grievous and minor injuries respectively, said Union Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav earlier. At least 29 people died and more than 60 people were hospitalized after reportedly consuming illicit liquor in Tamil Nadu's Kallakurichi district, officials said on Thursday. The officials have expressed concern that the death toll may go up. Kallakurichi District Collector M.S. Prasant visited those undergoing treatment in Government Medical College Hospital in the district. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin expressed shock over the deaths and said that action had been taken against officials who failed to prevent it. Stalin said in a post on X that he was shocked and saddened to hear the news of the deaths of people who had consumed adulterated liquor in Kallakurichi, and added that those involved in the crime have been arrested in this matter and action has also been taken against the officials who failed to prevent it. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi also condoled the deaths and wished for a speedy recovery of the victims. Meanwhile, in the latest update, the death toll in the Kallakurichi hooch tragedy in Tamil Nadu rose to 53. With 3 more persons losing their lives after consuming spurious liquor at Karunapuram. The victims included 5 women and a trans person. MS Prashant, District Collector Kalakurichi, said that out of the 193 people undergoing treatment, 140 are currently safe. Few people are on ventilators. Total 53 people have died till now. He also added that 7 individuals have also been arrested in connection with this and said that the case has been given to the CBCID branch of Tamil Nadu Police. Meanwhile, as part of action taken by the state government and the police, the district police chief Samay Singh Meena has been suspended and Collector Shravan Kumar Jatawat has also been replaced. The report says that a Deputy Superintendent of Police rank officer of Prohibition Enforcement Wing, 3 inspectors and 3 sub-inspectors were also suspended. Amid the controversy related to the NET UGI, another one has cropped up. The Ministry of Education on Wednesday cancelled the University Grants Commission National Eligibility Test exam conducted by the National Testing Agency on June 18th in 2 shifts across different cities of the country. An official press release issued by the Ministry of Education said to ensure the highest level of transparency and sanctity of the examination process. The Ministry of Education, Government of India, has decided that the UGC NET June 2024 examination be cancelled. A fresh examination shall be conducted for which information shall be shared separately. Ministry said a day after the exam on June 19, the University Grants Commission received certain inputs from the National Cybercrime Threat Analytics Unit of the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center under the Ministry of Home Affairs on the examination, indicating that the integrity of the aforesaid examinations may have been compromised. Simultaneously, the matter was handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation for thorough investigation. The exam was attended by 81% of over 11.21 lakh registered candidates for the exam in 317 cities across the country, said UGC Chairman Mamidala Jagadish Kumar. UGC NET is a test to determine the eligibility of Indian nationals for assistant professor as well as junior research fellowship and assistant professor in Indian universities and colleges. The UGC NET is conducted by the National Testing Agency in computer-based test mode. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Monday chaired a high-level meeting in the national capital to review the security situation in Manipur. Union Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla, Intelligence Bureau Chief Tapam Deka, Army Chief General Manoj Pandey, Army Chief Designate Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi, GOC 3 Corps HS Sahi, Security Advisor to Manipur Kuldip Singh, Manipur Chief Secretary Vineet Joshi, Manipur DGP Rajiv Singh and Assam Rifles DG Pradeep Chandan Nair joined the meeting at the Ministry of Home Affairs in North Block, Delhi. The meeting comes a day after Manipur Governor Anusuya Uike called on the Home Minister at his office and learned to be briefed about the situations in the northeastern state. The meeting was held at the Ministry of Home Affairs as fresh violence was reported in the northern state. The northeastern state has been witnessing ethnic violence since May 3rd last year following clashes during a rally organized by the All Tribal Students Union to protest against the demand for the inclusion of the Meitei community in the scheduled tribe category. In some fresh violence, several houses belonging to both Meitei and Kuki communities were burned down by unknown miscreants in Kotlen following the murder of a person earlier this month, the Manipur police said. Around 600 people from Manipur's Jiribam area are now taking shelter in Assam's Kachar district following fresh violence reported in Manipur's Jiribam area. The Kachar district police have heightened security along the bordering areas. Former Karnataka Chief Minister and BJP leader B.S. Yeddyurappa on Monday appeared before the Criminal Investigation Department for inquiry in connection with the POCSO case registered against him. The CID is probing the case. Meanwhile, Yeddyurappa, who arrived in Bengaluru from New Delhi on Saturday, told reporters at the airport that the non-bailable warrant issued against him in the ongoing POCSO case against him caused confusion and that people would teach a lesson to those who were doing tricks against him. Karnataka High Court had on Friday issued an order stating that coercive proceedings of arrest and detention of Yeddyurappa will be kept on hold until the next date of hearing. The order of the High Court followed a letter from Yeddyurappa volunteering to appear before police on June 17th. This came a day after a Bengaluru court on Thursday issued a non-bailable warrant against the former Karnataka Chief Minister, directing his immediate arrest in connection with sexual assault against a minor girl child under the POCSO Act, while which deals with sexual assault cases against minors. The controversy began in March when the victim's mother filed a complaint at the Sadashivanagar police station in Bengaluru, accusing Yeddyurappa of sexually assaulting her daughter. Meanwhile, Mehbooba Mufti, former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, on Sunday criticized the Karnataka's High Court's decision to stay Yeddyurappa's arrest. She said that the decision exposed selective justice, contrasting Yeddyurappa's treatment with that of former Chief Ministers Hemant Soren and Arvind Kejriwal, both of whom were arrested on what she described as lesser charges. Meanwhile, Karnataka BJP President B.Y. Vijayendra said Yeddyurappa will tell the court whatever he has to say and there was nothing to worry about as they trust the court. In a major setback for Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi High Court reserved its order on the Chief Minister's bail plea on Friday. This means that the Aam Aadmi Party chief will have to stay in jail as of now. The Delhi High Court stayed the bail order until a final decision is pronounced, which is expected by Monday or Tuesday. The High Court has directed the council to file their written submissions by Monday. The development has come after the ED approached the High Court challenging the local court's judgment. On Thursday, the Rouse Avenue Court granted bail to Kejriwal in the alleged liquor policy scam case. ED mentioned its plea challenging the trial court order for an urgent hearing before a bench of Justices Sudhir Kumar Jain and Ravinder Dudeja, which said the case file will come to it in 10 to 15 minutes and after that it would hear the matter. Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju, representing the ED, sought a stay on the trial court order, contending that the agency was not given a proper opportunity to argue its case. He asserted that an amount of Rs 45 crore has been detected and its usage in the Goa elections has been thoroughly documented. Despite this, the court has remarked that the ED lacks the capability to substantiate its claims. Adding to the contention, Raju criticized a judicial decision highlighting a concerning misjudgment. Raju emphasized that it is a gross distortion of justice for a judge to admit to not having reviewed the case documents and still proceed to grant bail. According to Raju, this oversight alone warrants the revocation of the bail order. ASG also made serious allegations against Kejriwal, accusing him of involvement in 2 money laundering cases. According to Raju, the first case involves Kejriwal in his personal capacity, where he allegedly demanded Rs 100 crore. The second case pertains to Kejriwal's vicarious liability, asserting that the Aam Aadmi Party engaged in money laundering by utilizing funds acquired from illicit activities to finance their election campaigns and programs. Advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, representing Kejriwal, argued that the stay on the trial court's order is essentially equivalent to cancelling the bail. Singhvi criticized the ED, suggesting that it has found a new tactic to circumvent legal procedures. He emphasized that the ED is attempting to bypass the law, stressing that there is a clear distinction between granting bail and cancelling it. Regarding the NET UGI controversy, the Supreme Court has on Friday once again declined to stay the process of NET UGI 2024 counselling and issued notice to National Testing Agency. The Apex Court has also tagged the fresh pleas along with pending petitions and posts them for hearing on July 8th. Meanwhile, on Thursday, amid allegations of NET UGI question paper leak, 4 candidates arrested by the Economic Offences Wing of the Bihar Police had reportedly confessed to having gathered at Ramakrishna Nagar in Patna on the eve of the exam and getting access to question paper. It has been revealed that each of the 4 students were charged nearly Rs 32 lakh. 2 key accused, Nitish Kumar and Amit Anand, who were arrested, have also confessed to the crime. In one of the most mysterious high-profile cases, the Shaina Bora murder case has come to limelight once again after reports emerged that the prosecution has told the Central Bureau of Investigation court that the bones and other remains allegedly of Shaina Bora that were recovered by the police in Raigad have gone missing. This revelation was made by the prosecution during the deposition of a forensics expert doctor from state-run JJ Hospital in Mumbai's Baikula area. Shaina Bora, 24, was allegedly killed in April 2012 and her murder came to light in 2015, according to the police. Indrani Mukherjee, Shaina Bora's mother, is the prime accused in the murder case and is currently out on bail. Indrani Mukherjee has always maintained that she was innocent. Reacting to this, Indrani Mukherjee said no skeleton remains were ever discovered in 2012 May. It was all a concocted story because it is very difficult to accept that from the custody of a premier agency like CBI, this form of crucial evidence can go missing. She said the necessary people must be interrogated again as to why a DNA expert had to cut out printed coordinates and change them to make a DNA report. Indrani stated that Rahul Mukherjee, who was the fiancé of Shaina Bora, needs to be taken into custodial interrogation. A A US congressional team arrived in Himachal Pradesh's Dharamsala this week, kickstarting a significant visit. Republican chair of the US House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCaul, who is heading a bipartisan delegation from the US, affirmed President Joe Biden's intention to sign the Resolve Tibet Act, which was passed last week by the Congress. The US delegation, which includes former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, arrived at Kangra Airport today to meet with the Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, in Dharamsala. The American delegation was received by officials of the Central Tibetan Administration. The Resolve Tibet Act urges Beijing to re-engage with Tibetan leaders for a peaceful resolution of their governance dispute with China. McCaul expressed enthusiasm about the upcoming meeting with the Dalai Lama, emphasizing the significance of the bill passed by Congress, and said that they are very excited to see His Holiness tomorrow to talk about many things, including the bill they passed out of Congress, which basically says that the United States stands with the people of Tibet. At least 550 pilgrims died during the Hajj, an annual pilgrimage to Mecca in Saudi Arabia, due to heat this week. Diplomats have reported that the participants faced extreme heat as temperatures soared above 50 degrees at Mecca's Grand Mosque on Monday. Among the deceased, 323 were Egyptians, primarily succumbing to heat-related illnesses, according to two Arab diplomats coordinating their country's responses. All of the Egyptians died due to the heat, except for one who suffered fatal injuries in a minor crowd crush, one diplomat said. This figure was confirmed by the hospital morgue in Al Muasim, Mecca. Additionally, 60 Jordanians were reported dead, up from an earlier official count of 41. The Hajj is a mandatory pilgrimage for all Muslims with the means. More than 1.8 million pilgrims were expected to take part in this year, according to the Saudi General Authority for Statistics. And those were the top stories of this week. See you next week. Goodbye.